Hi everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Today we're going to be working on some watercolor. So it's just going to be a very relaxing time. So if you have something to work on that you want to play with, do a watercolor, um, whatever, grab it and you can work along with me. I need to take my sweater off. It's a very cold day here and I had to turn the heat up. And now it's a little too warm in my office with the lights. And I call it an office. It started out as an office, but it's really my craft room / office. Okay. All right. So thank you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you're having as much fun with my channel and my videos as I am. It's a nice way to get things done, to help others out, to give little tips and tricks, to showcase, give a little inspiration and maybe some new ideas. So with all of that being said, let us join in. This is a Heidi Swap mat and it says make pretty stuff. And I use this for my mixed media and painting and glue and a lot of other things. And I get a little sidetracked because there's little glue spots on here and I like to pick them off. But I will try to ignore them and do what I'm supposed to be doing here. So, and I have a little stiff neck today. I don't know what's going on. I need to get in the gym, but I have an appointment that was supposed to be here before noon today, and they haven't arrived. So I usually do my gym and morning workout in the morning before I even get in here. And today I didn't. So it's going to be probably a late afternoon in the gym, and I don't really like to do that. But let's get started. So this here is from a Spellbinders die cut. And I could have cut this out with regular scrapbooking paper, but I didn't want to. I actually used watercolor paper. And it is a little bit thicker than normal cardstock. So if you do use a die cut set, if this is something you want to try at home with one of your die cuts, make sure you go through your Sizzix. I think I went through this one 3 or 4 times because I just wanted to make sure I got a really clean cut. And then I'm saving this to use as a template for a stencil. So I'll be able to do some stenciling. These are little leaves that I cut out, some flowers. I'll be able to use this as a template or as a stencil down the road. So as you can see here, little pieces of papers are still coming off. This is a branch that comes up. It's a vine and it swirls around, and then you add these pretty little flowers wherever you want to. This is going in my journal, my JoJo Bizarre Adventure journal. And I just thought it would be nice to do this in watercolor. So we have some flowers and leaves. So I'm going to start out, I think I'll just start out with the brown. I'll be doing the vine or the tree branch, whatever you want to call this. And let's see, I'll probably try to do some different shades. Using the browns. And again, I'm just trying to get some of this on, and then I can maybe use some lighter colors. I have no idea how this is going to come out. And I think that's one of the fun things when you're using watercolor. You don't know how it's going to come out. You don't know your different colors you can choose. You're just going to play with it. I'm no artist, that's for sure. But I'm willing to try new things, which I think that's what I think is the most fun about this, because you can really kind of let your imagination run wild with it all. Okay, so that's a little bit more of an orange, which I guess it wouldn't be too bad because I won't use a lot of this. I'll just use just a little here and there. Just as a little accent. So let's see what I think this is more of a gray. This is a gray. Just going to lift a little bit of that off with that. And I believe if you have a color that you're not crazy about, like if I want to take some of this off, just blot it with some water. And it will, you can lift some of that off. So again, I mean, this is all trial and error. Whoop, for me as well. This looks more of like a red. Maybe I could do a little bit darker brown. Maybe I just need to, this is probably where a nice little art class would come in handy. But and the nice thing too about using the watercolors and stuff, I mean, seriously, if you don't like something when you're done with it, it's really no big deal. You don't have to use it. It's kind of like, you know, just trial and error. See what you like, see what you don't like. You just throw it away and start again. It's not like you've got an expensive paper pack that you've used and, you know, it turns out you really don't like, what you've cut out, or it doesn't go, and then, you know, it sits there, you don't use it. I guess it's just all about experimentation, isn't it? And to me, you know, art comes in so many different forms. That I don't think anything is, you know, it's not like wrong. Oh, I did that wrong. Let me get some green in here. It's just, you know, what you like and learning and experimenting. Okay, to get all the little leaves here. Just want to get these a little bit lighter on the sides here. So I'm just adding a little bit more water to this. And then I can always darken up. I can always darken the sides back up, maybe with a little different color as well. Let's take a look at this green. And I don't mind working on this where it's sticking up a little bit. But if you want to tape yours down, you could tape it down and work with it. Tape down. All right, let's see. I want to finish I do kind of like the orange in there. Let's see what this might be more of a, that's more of a reddy. Um, I don't know if I can blend any of these. I'd probably really have to get, see, these don't, I think this tray is more for watercolors in the tube. Let's see what this does. I want to just tone that down a little bit with a little bit more water. And I do like having some of this white stick through. I guess it's a good term to use when you're working with sticks and vines, but I should have said shown through, right? And again, you know, I think sometimes it's the layering. So I don't think that looks too bad. I think that looks kind of funky. I think that looks kind of funky and fun. I don't mind that at all. I think that's fun. So let's look at it against a white. I like that. I do like that. So now let's work on the flowers. Then we'll see if we can find, I don't want to put it in a page yet because I do want to collage a page or get some nice. So let's work with the leaves here. Now I could give them a little shimmer and shine. That might be kind of fun. I'll have to get my other paint set here, like the luminous or luminary, or I don't know what you want to call it. Let's trade this out for this here, so you can see that they're have a nice pretty shine to them. So we've got a few different greens here. This is like a sea foam maybe. We have this green. This green is pretty. Let's take a look at this. All right, do these little leaves here. I'm going to do the smaller section of these, and this is what I'm going to do. Just so they this is probably the most unconventional way of painting. Oh, there's one more leaf here. But you know what? if it works for me, it works. So now I'm going to try this one here. This is a little, okay, so what I'm going to do is just dab these a little bit. And I want to get this side a little bit darker again. Okay. And see how that's working out for me? It's not. So I got to get this back. All right, so let's let that dry a minute. All right, so now let's do this looks more like a yellowish. That's definitely blue. Let's take this one here. And let's see what this will. And again, I'm not worried right now because I have, you know, I like having the white show through there, and then I can add some little accents. All right. And then I think what might be kind of fun, so these are going to be our leaves. I think I'm going to add I may add just a touch of black, believe it or not. And so this looks like more of a silver. Let's bring this back over here. I need to open. And let us do, just try it on one, just to see what it's going to do. And again, if this is something that doesn't come out, guess what? Well, all you got to do is just run a few more. I also want to try maybe just some splatters. And doesn't it appear to be splattering everywhere but on the leaves? Really? All right, so then what I'm going to do, and I'm just playing. I have no idea where this is going to go. I have no idea. So I'm going to just move these. And I don't care if the back gets paint on them because they are going down. Let's get this cleaned up here. Get these back. And I'm just trying to add a little different dimension to these leaves, just something different. I'm going to take a little bit of brown. Just want these weaves. I want the weaves. I want the weaves to look weathered. I want the leaves to look weathered and kind of old and crunchy, like they've been blowing in the wind for a long time. This is even though I'm using the bright colors, this is kind of a dark, it's a dark story. So, but I do like that. So I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to let these dry. And I just think these are kind of cool looking. Let's get this wiped up here. Okay. So we have our vine, and then these are going to be some of the leaves that I'll be putting on. So I think these are going to work out really well. Okay, the flowers, I am going to use my shimmery and shiny ones here. We're going to start with these here. Let me check on time. Okay, good. And again, I'm just going to, let's use a pink here. I'm going to go around there's the sun. And I want to do a little bit darker inside. Look at that sun. You can probably see it on my... I think I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to take this red up here. And then, let's see, oh, I'm maybe take some of this magenta, this really pretty magenta here. And again, I mean, I'm no artist. I don't profess to know anything about, wow, except it is sunny and I love it. About art, or I'm just starting to watch some beginning tutorials on watercolors and just pick up, but I basically just, I want to play, blend, just add colors, just have fun with it. That's really all I can say, is I just want to have fun, just something different other than the normal everyday cutting paper and you know, making tags and pockets. And so let's get a little bit of maybe some yellow. And, you know, if I can just inspire you to go ahead and try something. A lot of people are just afraid to try because they've never done it, or they see someone else's artwork and they're like, oh, I could never do that, or, you know, I wouldn't be as good as they are. It's not about being good as somebody else. It's about having fun and just try it. Just, you know, if it's something that will move you, then so be it. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. Art is to, I mean, look at some of these abstract artists and they get a bazillion dollars for their work. I don't understand it all. See, look at those. Those are cute. You know, it's just like when you were little and you had a coloring book. Nobody, until you started school, or if you had a parent with OCD, nobody yelled at you for coloring out of the lines, or that's how you learned. You can color for hours and just let your cares just fall away. It's kind of, sometimes it can be a nice meditation. You really don't think about anything else because you're thinking about the next color that you want to use. how you're going to use it. If you're going to make more of a watercolor base, if you're going to just do what I'm doing now, forego the water, a lot of the water, just use what's on your brush, and you can make a little darker. But this is your time to play and experiment and have fun. And like I said, just have fun. So, all right, so I'm kind of anxious to see how these will go together. So I'm going to move my water first so it doesn't spill all over. I think maybe we can. These are definitely dry. So I'm going to take these off. We're going to find a page in one of these will be dry shortly. Doesn't take long for this paint to dry. I'm going to settle Heidi over here on the floor. All right, so let us find a page. And maybe I could enhance this here with some writing. Or, let's see, is there another? Let's see what we got here. I cut quite a few items the other day. I'd have to take that down a little bit. Let's just see here. I don't know why I keep going for faces. Let's see. Just bear with me. Just looking over here for... Now this could be kind of fun. I may have to trim that a little bit, and then I would be adding the leaves. Let's see. I do have some washi tape here that would be cool. I could run the washi tape down the side here. Let's see, let's take a look. This is why I do not sew my signatures in the book right away. So I can play with them a little bit more. Okay. All right, that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to put, I just have to see how far down this will go, or if it has to come over here a bit. Let's see here. I don't know if I want this right on top of her. I like the idea of having this up around, but I could also cut this. So this is where you have to be brave. I could put this up at the top. Oh, here goes nothing. I could put this down here, and then I can put this up at the top, and then I can feed some. Yeah, I like that. But I think I'm going to move this. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add this here. I just want to see if I want to cover up. I like that stitching. This is where you just kind of have to think out of the box. And I want this to be different. I don't want it to be let's set this aside here. Okay, my shoulders. I can butt that right up against there. And then we're going to butt this up against here. Okay, so I'm going to butt her. No pun intended. I will butt her right up against this section here. And again, I'm using my tape on these pages just so I don't have any crinkles. All right, not going to quite put that down yet. So that will go there, and I'll have enough space there. Okay, now I can put this down. All right, so this now will go, I'm going to have this blend right into her arm right here. So it kind of looks like she's holding on to the branch there instead of that towel. And let me get out another envelope. And I'd like to work kind of fast with this glue, just so I can get it down before I don't know how quickly it dries, but I just want to get it down before. And my tweezers. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate on her hand here and kind of get this on her hand so it looks like kind of she's holding on to this with her hand. And I like this going across her body. And let's get this down. Oh, where's my paddle? Here it is. I had two. Where the other one went? Probably in the same spot where I have 80 gazillion misplaced reading glasses. Every time I turn around, my family is really laughing at me because the only thing I ever comes out of my mouth is, anybody see my glasses? Anybody see my glasses? I just had a pair in here. I don't know what I did with them. Okay. All right, so there we go. We have that down. Oh, I'm going to really like this page. Now, if I wanted to, I could cut this here, and I could also have this come out this way a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of, if I have this here, I'm going to want to have it come up like this. And I can have this come across. So we are going to do that next. So isn't this fun? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Doing some things out of the ordinary. And just having fun with your die cuts, some paint. You're only limited by your imagination, right? Okay. I want to make sure that this is not going off of the page here. All right, my hands are a little sticky, so I do have to be careful. This is where I should have some parchment paper on this too. Maybe I'll use, wonder if I can use this little bit of wax paper, not wax paper, but this here. All right, we're just going to go for it, and I'll just have to be careful when I pull it up. Okay. Oh, I like that. And I'm going to close my blinds. I noticed that sun is really coming in. There we go. So if you couldn't see it before, this is what we've been doing. This is what we've been working on. So that's our, this here, the vine is what we've been watercoloring. And now we are just adding it to and I'm going to put that right up there. I will attach that right on to her other hand. All right. So we are going to put that there, right under her pretty little chin. There we go. Wonderful. Now we can start putting some leaves on, and I'm going to switch over to the art glitter glue. So and I'm going to take a break for just a minute, and I am going to go get the glue off of my hands, because if I don't, this is going to be a mess. All right, great. So I got for the most part, the glue off of my hands. And now we're going to add to this, we're going to be adding some flowers and some leaves. And I guess it's just wherever. Wherever I see fit. And I do like the way these leaves came out. I am pleased with, I know they didn't look like a lot before. They probably still don't look like a lot now. But I think that they I think they really came out fun and why my top is time to clean this again, I can tell. It's either clogged. You can't win with this art glitter glue. It's either clogged or it bubbles over. There's no, it's just not consistent. I guess maybe I could lower this a little bit for you. So then you can really see what is going down here. Let's see. And again, it's just a matter of where you want to put these. This reminds me of color forms. I don't know. I know a lot of the gals that are my age. I'm sure you do remember color forms. And oh, how fun they were to play with. You had all those little pieces that you had your magic board. I always called it a magic board. You had your magic board and you could put all the pieces down wherever you wanted to put them, and you could make different, they had shapes, you could make houses, and it was just so much fun to use those color forms. That's what this reminds me of. Well, I really like this a lot. It's almost like she has a giant tattoo on her. I'm really, really, really liking this. Put that other one, whoops, I'm going to put that other one right there. That will stick. That will stick right there. Okay, now we're going to add some flowers. So let's place the flowers and see where they may go. I don't want to cover that one up because I do. I'm going to put a flower up here. We'll put a flower over here. Isn't this fun? I am just loving this. We're going to put a flower here. We will put a flower here. And where are we going to put this last little? And I love these iridescent ones. They almost look like they're embossed. We will put that one right there. So I think I'm so happy with this page. I am just giddy with joy because I didn't expect this. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how this would come out. I really had no idea. You know, I didn't know what image I was going to use. I didn't know if I was going to use an image. I didn't know about the watercolors. But I will say this, I absolutely love this page. So I really hope I've inspired you today to think out of the box, try something different. Oh, I really, 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 let's come up a little bit. I really, 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 really like this. Look at how fun this is. This is going to be a great page. It is a great page. So that is today's tutorial. And I hope you liked it, everybody. Again, I'm having so much fun with this, and I hope you are too. I can't thank you enough for joining in. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. I'd love to hear your comments on it. And yeah, it's just, I can't stop looking at it. All right. Until again, I will see you in my next video, and we will do something just as fun. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.